and he kind
and
she was
getting the 15 and still asking Puffy she could start an OnlyFans.
Because I don't think she was trying to leave.
She's wanted more.
Right? If she's with 50,
bro,
I don't think she's trying to leave it.
No, she ain't trying.
You get what I'm saying? He must have got rid of her already.
She's not trying to leave, but she's not equipped for that nigga, right? Right. She lucked up and had a baby. Yeah. Evidently, 50 saw the signs. He got her out the way. He said he got the courts to come up with something reasonable for him.
Yeah.
And she getting what she get.
Well, he got the lawyers, and 50 a little cutthroat.
All right.
He probably hired a high-priced lawyer and lowballed her.
How much can you afford? How much can you afford?
Bro.
$5 racks seem a little low for what they do. No. To be a 50-cent baby mom, like Anthony Edwards was gonna pay Shorty what, 10 a month? Like, people pay money for if you gotta, if you live that lifestyle. Like, I don't know.
50. First of all, 50 not Anthony Edwards, right?
Okay.
I don't even know 50 on papers. I don't know what kind of he did a max contract, right?
Yeah.
So 60,000 over, let's say, even over 20 years. That's $1 million, right? What is that? 1.2? That's $1.2 million. If that's 20, right? And it's a little bit more if he go to 22 or whatever to go to college and all that shit like that. And we're not taking into account like when he's with his pops. You understand what I'm saying? That's when he's with his moms. That's what his moms get.
Well, the court case came out and she was like, "He not around." But all right, let me.
All right. So either way, right, bro? When you're a slave for money, you're gonna do some shit.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that's where the sympathy it doesn't ring for me. Yeah, right. When I know, like, yo, we all have free will to say no.
Yeah.
I'm not doing that, man. You know what I mean?
Yes.
And if I can't give you sympathy if you're a slave to money and you're stupid, right?
Yeah.
Because she could have had one sexcapade and then use that to get all the money she want out of this.
Absolutely.
Right.
Absolutely.
Right.
Her dumb ass.
So
kept going making
now
love. She sound like an idiot.
She not buying real estate. She not.
Yo,
she's paying.
No.
She not starting a daycare company or nothing.
Yo, she could have kept fucking if she wanted to fuck and got the money, or she could have said, "Yo, you made me fuck this dude. I didn't want to do it.
Yeah,
and I want some money, right? And you got to keep paying me. Yeah, the 10,000, whatever. Give me 15
he was
now.
Paying for her lawyer even up to the date. Like he's still paying her rent today, in hopes that she would have a little favor for him, but.
Because this whole case is
that's what it seemed like, though, right? It seems like her testimony is not really adding up anyway.
The whole case is about he controlled me with his money and the fact that I loved him, and then I with the money that he gave me, right? But that's how people do with money.
But she pushing 40. With Cassie, it was one thing. She was 19. Shorty met him. She was like 30.
She was like 35. She's 35
already
years old,
had a baby mother.
You know what's crazy?
Already had a baby.
You know what's crazy? It's just like this. It's just like Bill Belichick with this 20-year-old girl.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody's like, "Yo, it's the cutest thing. It's so cute that this old ass motherfucker is with this little tender ass girl." But as soon as she turns herself into a victim,
it's a dub.
Yeah, he's a fucked up nigga.
Mm-hmm. Same thing with Kanye. Oh, he got his shorty out naked, and he got his shorty out with titties down.
I don't think anybody thought that was good.
Yeah, that's the
I think everybody accepted it because we looked at her. We were like, all right, it's something to look at. But I don't think anybody thought that was good.
I got a question for you, man. As a dude, you got a baby mom, right? Yeah. A lot of dudes is looking at 50 like you a little butthurt because Puff was able to add your baby moms to his harem.
That nigga masterminded that shit.
Right?
Yeah.
It's a bad look. Are we responsible for what our baby moms do after they leave the flock? Like, are we?
No, but you do.
Is it a reflection on you?
I don't think so. But I think it is. I think the only thing you got to eat, you gotta take whatever. I don't want. Pause. Yeah, I'm talking myself right. You saw I stopped myself. Like, no, you're gonna have to accept the fact that you made. You're gonna feel like you made a mistake. Like you invested a little too much in this person that I didn't need to. And it's kind of pie in your face type of shit.
Right.
But after a certain, once you can actually, I guess, make up for it.
Yeah.
In reality, it's like, all right, well, I might have moved on, might be with somebody else that's clearly better fit or anything like that. Then it's just like, yeah, whatever she does, I didn't know that nigga like that. I didn't know they were swinging that way.
Yeah.
They wasn't doing that when they were dealing with me.
But your kid was his kid was in the apartment that she was funding with her sex work while these things were happening.
Yeah, but
he was in the next room.
Right.
He was in the.
Yeah, she moved it. She didn't want to do it at the hotel anymore. She wanted to do it at her apartment.
Oh, and the son was there.
Father, that's definitely going to reflect on you because they're going to be like,
that would be upsetting.
The public is going to be like, well, where was the dad? She was doing. Why couldn't she just send him over to him?
Well, I tried to call him and tell him I was busy.
Yeah, right. See,
you know what I mean?
It's all sweet.
Yeah,
definitely. The Punisher was coming.
It's all sweet and shit until you can turn yourself into a victim. And it's fucked up because, and I'm not preaching. I'm not preaching for Diddy. Diddy seemed to be doing some crazy shit. I'm not advocating for.
Yeah,
but it is. I guess we're talking from a different perspective. We're not even talking from Diddy's perspective. We're talking more from 50 Cent's perspective.
Yeah, that's exactly what we're talking about.
He would kind of be fine if he just wouldn't have jumped out the window and started going in on Puff. So I don't think we knew that it was to this extent, right? But he been going in on Puff for a while now.
Yeah.
Right? And if he would have just shut up and just kept quiet, I got a baby. I got a baby by this chick. Yeah, she fucked with Puff. Now the case comes out and he's quiet and he's not ruffling feathers going at Puff. Now it look like, all right, nigga, I got you, nigga. Yeah. Okay. Now it all makes sense when Stevie J go on TMZ and said, nah, the reason why he going at Puff is because he did his baby moms a certain way.
Yeah, dude.
And it's like, oh, okay.
But you know what? The thing about Fifth is, I believe Fifth is okay with it all.
I was about to say,
I think out of all people, he is as much as he can. Which is the reason why.
You think he's okay with the public probably going at saying to him about like bringing up the fact like, yo, that nigga really
obviously. I wouldn't use the word okay, but I believe it's part of the reason why he got out in front of it and said, "You dirty little sex worker." Think about it.
Yeah.
Before any of this happened,
that doesn't help. That doesn't work.
It works for him.
I think it does.
I guess in his head, maybe it's like, if I disrespect her. It makes it null and void. The fact that Puff, I'm beefing with.
I don't think
he got me.
I don't think it's null and void. I think it's just.
When has 50 played the quiet game? Is my
he's never played.
He wouldn't have been 50 Cent if he didn't go out there and say
he could
sex worker fucking with Diddy because he wouldn't.
Yeah, but he take the L.
He could focus his attention on somebody else.
He'll never take a
leave that alone. You lost that.
Nah, but
technically, you lost that.
But at what point though? At what point does he lose? Because he's
and also too remember 50 never stops on anyone that's done him wrong.
My nigga.
Yeah, but what's that?
Yo, bro.
He could feel that this girl did him wrong by doing that. So in this, think about it. He's still knifing Ja every single opportunity he gets. 20 something years later,
he didn't really have that with Puff per se. You understand what I'm saying? His relationship wasn't like with Ja.
But okay, what did he do to Fat Joe? What did he do to Jadakiss just from them getting on a record with the nigga?
Yeah. What did he do with them?
Yeah.
He beat and they beat back. Like he ain't end them niggas. Niggas chilling.
You don't think he attempted it? He attempted it. It just didn't go.
But it was like in his favor. Yeah,
all right,
whatever. That shit is corny though. Like it was never looked at fly. Like it was never looked at like, you know what I mean? Like honestly,
I want to say this.
I always looked at it as insecure.
Okay.
Like you can't even like
GB,
really.
You may be correct.
Right.
That's a good.
You may be correct. I'm not trying to say it was or was not insecure.
Right.
But I'm just black and white. Mm-hmm. When 50. If anybody steps over, look at what happened. Hold on.
Why did he?
Let me just say, I have a well-functioning TV show. It is working just fine. I've made stars out of multiple people on this particular TV show about a particular man. This man comes out of jail and takes a picture with the guy who made a song about him, bigging his name up, that I have an issue with. What does he do? He sunk. Well, he didn't really, mind you, he still greenlit the last season of it, right? So, but he took a shot at a guy who he has a fully functioning franchise running off of his name. So I think he's just an equal opportunist. And like you said, playing the quiet game, it worked. Yes. Hold on. What you call it? Dies. Irv dies.
Yeah.
That was a great time for him to be quiet, right?
No.
Great time to be quiet.
I'm not saying that situation seems like that was a real situation.
This
right?
probably is too, though, if you think about it.
Why? Like what happened with them?
Happened with who?
Him and Puff.
He could have taken his baby moms and done what he did with it.
No.
That could be enough.
No.
Maybe
that was Puff's.
Maybe the Mace deal.
That was Puff's reaction to getting that. That's him getting that 50. Okay. Why did 50 have a problem with Puff?
Well, his initial reason is he tried to take me shopping. He always starts with that.
All right,
yeah. And he tried to hit on him. Try to hit on him.
No good reason, right? No good reason, right?
I don't know.
That's hearsay.
If you're a straight guy, and then there's a guy that tries to like hit on you and shit like that.
Yeah.
That's not. Or you wouldn't consider that a good reason.
Give the impression that he's hitting on you. You still going to look.
Well, nigga, how gay am I when I'm blazing your baby mom?
Son, some guy.
Like I'm not that gay anymore.
But he's not even blazing it.
Baby moms now.
He's not even